Hello, and welcome to Willow Yoga, Minnesota. This practice is all about bringing love to ourselves. It's winter, very early, it's getting darker, COVID and that sort of stress might be getting to us. This is our opportunity to bring ourselves some goodness and kindness. To do so, plug yourself into the mat, finding a seat that really grounds you. Then bring your fingers together, so knuckles come together, and bring your thumbs down so you create a little heart with your hands. Bring this heart to your heart. We plug into those sit bones, we lift through the crown of the head, try and soften in those shoulders. You can drop your chin towards your heart. Notice where you might be holding some tension. Sometimes just sitting up makes us get tense. Can you relax even as you lift through that spine? That takes some practice, so don't worry if you're trying to work with that. That's something that takes some time. So we plug into those sitting bones, we try and lift through that spine, we drop our chins, we relax the shoulders and the neck. Our eyes can land kind of at a half gaze, a little bit in front of us, or if you would like, you can close those eyes. And now, bring that breath in. Bring it in with intention and pay attention to how long that breath is. Sometimes it's only 2 beats, but could we maybe extend that to 4 as we inhale a nice long breath? Now exhale to about that same length. Notice what your shoulders are doing. Can you relax them? Inhale that long, deep breath to the count of 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. Relaxing your shoulders. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Relax. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Release your hands, open your eyes, roll your shoulders up and back. Opening those shoulders, noticing how that opens your heart space. Your elbows can come up and around, then reverse that. So those elbows swing back and come forward, like you're drawing circles with those elbows. Seeing if there's any catching on one side or the other just means you might have some extra tension on that one side. Now do it one at a time. So inhale that right shoulder back. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Reverse that. So inhale, left elbow forward. Exhale, right elbow forward. Bringing those arms to the back and around to the front, trying to create some mobility in those shoulders. And now, release. So you usually sit the same way. Bring the other leg in front, and we're going to extend our arms out. Now inhale, bring your middle fingers to touch. Exhale, extend those arms and squeeze at those shoulder blades. Inhale, bend, bring those middle fingers to touch. Exhale, extend those arms and heart wide. Inhale, close your eyes. Try and bring those middle fingers to touch. Exhale, we extend and squeeze those arms back. Inhale, elbows bend, middle fingers touch. And exhale, we open wide. Inhale, close your eyes. Bring those middle fingers to touch and sit up tall. We reach through the crown of the head as we plug those sitting bones in, creating length along our spine, in our rib cage, softness in our shoulders, jaw, and forehead. For 3, 2, 1. Open those eyes. Now, separate your hands just a little, but squeeze back. Breathing, sitting up nice and tall. Feeling this in those shoulders and in the back. You can keep your fingers together on each hand and pulse for 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, lift that heart and chin, and exhale, now rock back. Inhale, rocking forward, heart and chin lift. And we exhale, stretch those backs. Inhale, we rise up with our heart filled with love. And exhale, rock back. And even if it isn't, maybe we can just pretend. Inhale, our hearts lift. And exhale, rock it back. Come on up. Bring your fingers together, interlace them, press those palms away. Lift your arms up overhead, drop your chin. Now, this for me sort of feels easier to plug those sitting bones in because I'm trying to press down in order to lift up. Drop your chin, reach those palms up toward the ceiling. Try and bring those biceps back by your ears. Take a breath. Release your hands and come onto your hands and knees. From here, let's extend that left leg back. Reach our right arm forward. The right toes can tuck under. We're reaching nice and long. This helps to grow strength along the back side of our body. So our bum and our hamstring are lifting. Our low back has to hold that leg up, and that right shoulder has to hold that right arm, and our left shoulder has to keep that left hand in place. So reach and grow long and strong. Right hand down, left knee down. Inhale, bring your left ear back towards your left hip, and exhale back to center. Inhale that right ear back towards your right hip, and back to center. Left ear goes back and center, right ear goes back and center. Now it's that right hand that plants, and we extend that right leg behind us. Left arm floats forward. So sometimes we might think, oh, self-love or self-care is going to be taking a bath and eating chocolates, and totally, that is true. Sometimes it's the ice cream that is what your spirit needs. But sometimes it's a little bit of work in order to create more strength, more ability to move with ease and grace. So sometimes the thing that we need to do is to work to create the space, to create the energy. Take one more breath. Lower your left hand, lower your right knee, and let's go side to side again. This time, right ear goes back first, and exhale to center. We go back with that left ear, stretching the right side of our body, and to center. We bring that right ear back and center. We bring that left ear back and center. Plant through that right hand. Get grounded in those feet and knees. Inhale that left arm forward. Exhale, circle it up and back. Just tap your fingers down by your knees. Let's reverse that. Inhale, we circle to the back. And now tap those fingers down in front of you. Inhale, up and around. We tap back and reverse that. You can just look at the floor, moving at your own pace, circling in that shoulder joint. From there, bring your left hand back and we switch sides. We ground in that left hand. The right arm circles up. We tap those fingers back by that right knee. We come from the back and tap to the front. We circle up and around to the back. We come from the back and around to the front, noticing we are stabilizing through that left hand. So we're growing strong even as we're creating this mobility in the right shoulder this time. Bring that right hand forward. Let's tuck our toes, lift our knees. This time, walk your hands back to your feet. Stay up on those tippy toes. Come to your fingertips. Knees are nice and bent. Extend your left arm out to the side. So we have this gorgeous triangle going on with our right hand and our 2 feet. Extend that spine, extend that left elbow energetically for 3, 2, 1. Lower that left hand. Keep up on those toes if you can. Now extend that right arm. We are working those legs. We are extending that right arm. We are growing strong and long, loving ourselves into our best version. And you know what? You are your best version. But sometimes there are just things we want to move toward, and that's what yoga can help us do. Take one more breath in. We lower that right hand, lower those heels. Bring your hands like you're putting them in your back pockets. Press down on those hips, and we rise all the way up to stand. Come to the top of your mat. From here, you can hold a wall. You could hold on to a chair, but we'll ground down through that right foot. Inhale, bring your left knee up and in. We're trying to press into that right foot, getting grounded and yet not tense. So we're lifting through our hearts, rising through the crown of our head, remembering that balance can go away, just like our muscles, if we don't work it. So it takes some practice to get balance back. Last breath in and walk it out. Left foot down. Bring that right knee up and in. We pull that right knee toward our right shoulder. We get grounded in that left foot. And even as I say that, notice how that left foot is having to work, moving back and forth, trying to create that steadiness, but it sometimes has to move a little bit in order to make that happen. And see, I'm tipping over. We breathe into it for 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Okay, separate your feet a little wider than hip width. Keep your knees bent. Interlace your fingers, this time the odd way. So we usually put the same index finger on top. Just bring the other index finger on top. Press those hands away. Inhale, lift those palms up. You can look on up. And now exhale, bring those arms over to the right. Bring them along the floor. We come up to the left. Then we reverse that. Your knees can be as bent or straight as you would like. So we move back and forth, inhaling and exhaling, reaching up and around. And when you've gone side to side, return to standing. Bring your hands behind your head. Step your feet together. Press your head back into your palms. The elbows try and drop wide. Opening our hearts. It's easy to create those shells. Life does it. Our tasks do it. But to work against that, to keep our hearts open and soft toward ourselves, soft toward others. Last breath in release those hands. Shake it out. From here, we'll come to the top of our mat. That right foot plants and we step our left foot back. So we're going to come into triangle. Our arms lift. We can have a soft bend in that right knee. We drop our right hand toward that right knee, our right calf, our right ankle, or that right foot. We extend our left arm up. We are grounded in that left foot, energized through the left leg, long through our left side body. Keeping that right knee a little bent protects our knee from hyperextending. Now, my shoulders were just crowding my neck. Can you create a long swan neck? For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. So now you'll face the back of the mat. We bend a little in that left knee. We bring our left hand to our knee, our calf, our ankle, or the floor, and we straighten through that right leg, grow long through our right side body, and long through that neck. Feeling the energy planting in those feet, and from there flowing out the crown of our head, out our arms. One last breath, inhale, and exhale, rise up. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. Bend your knees, grab your elbows in front of you, like Genie. Remember Genie? I Dream of Genie. So bend over. Knees are nice and bent. From here, you can move side to side. You could start straightening those legs and bending them. You could keep them straight the whole time as you flow from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Last breath in, grounding in both feet equally. Come to center. Bring your hands to the earth and walk those arms out in front of you. The hands plant as the back of the neck extends. So we have wide legs, down dog arms. We're reaching the heart forward and melting then through that heart. So we extend first, then we drop. We extend through that spine, through our heart space. We drop into our heart space. Press into those hands. Press into your feet. Last breath in. We'll walk our hands back in. Now, turn your right toes out. Bend that right knee. Bring your arms up. So, you might be up here. That's fine. If you can, try and bring your heart parallel to the earth and look at the floor. We are working the strength of our legs. We are working our backs. You can make an okay sign with your fingers. Imagine you are surfing and strong, light, and balanced. Take one more breath. Straighten through that right leg, rise up. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. We bend that left knee. We drop our hearts. Feeling the strength in that left leg, the extension of those arms. We are so amazing. We are standing, we are balanced, we are incredible bodies. No matter what shape you are taking a shape. You are inhabiting your body. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Turn your left toes in, and then bring your heels both in and toes point out. Bring your arms up. So this is star. Inhale. Exhale, bend those knees. Bring your elbows into goddess. Inhale, rise up, full of life and light. Exhale, we come down into goddess. We inhale, rise up. Exhale, we come on down. We inhale, rise. We exhale, lower, and let's hold. Extend those arms out. It's like you're offering the world all of your beauty, your strength, your intelligence, your wit, the kindness, the bravery, whatever makes you you, you're offering it to the world. Relax, settle for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up to star. Now, let's bring those hands behind our head and bend on down. You can stay here or inhale, that right elbow drops. Exhale, we rise up. Inhale, left elbow drops. And we rise. Inhale, right. And exhale. Inhale, left. And exhale. Extend those arms up into star. Turn your feet forward. We'll bend those knees again. Bring your hands to your waist. And now bring your hands below your head. You can straighten your legs as much as you can. Bring your left hand below your face. Lift that right arm up to the sky. A nice twist. Once again, feel the openness in that heart. So it's not curled in, it is open and reaching toward the sky as you plant that left hand. Right arm comes down. We plant that right hand beneath our face. We lift our left arm to the sky now. Extend through your spine. Reaching, grounded in the feet. Noticing again you have a beautiful solid triangle going with those feet and with that right hand. Last breath in. Lower that hand down. Turn your right toes out. Walk your hands over toward that right foot. You can scooch that left foot back, planting in those hands, bend into that right knee. So we're simply bending, we're extending that heart forward. Hopefully you're feeling this in the right hip. The more we bend into that knee, the wider and deeper that stretch is in the right hip. Stay relaxed in those shoulders, grounded in your eyes. So find some point on the floor that feels like a great place to look at. Last breath. Straighten that right leg. Walk those hands over to the left. The left toes turn out. Our hands plant inside that left knee and bend into that left knee as you press down into that right foot. And by pressing down, I find it helpful to think about lifting your arch, because if you lift your arch, it's going to press down the outside of that right foot. The more you bend into your knee, the wider the stretch is going to be. Taking an inhale and exhale, come back to center. Bring your edges of your feet parallel to the edges of your mat. Your knees can be slightly bent or straight. Lift both arms out to the side. Your spine is nice and long. Remember, your knees can be as bent or as straight as you would like. We are working the backside of our body to strengthen it so that we have that strength to carry off the mat into our lives. One more breath. We bring our hands to the earth. Let's walk our feet in a little. We'll bring our knees to the mat or sit yourself on down. So from here, extend those legs nice and long. You can bring your fingertips to the earth. You can bring your fists to the earth. We sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. From here, inhale, lift your arms up. This might not seem like much of a posture, but notice how we want to really sink. So can you sit up through that pelvic bowl? Lift through those arms and drop in your chin. You might start to feel this in your hips, in your core, in those arms. It's an isometric hold, but we're working those beautiful stabilizing muscles. And because we are doing that, that's going to bring us more stability physically, which then can translate to spiritually and emotionally. We find that physical expression of it, and then it translates into our insides. One more breath. Now, bring your right arm forward, bring your left forearm over that right forearm, and bring your hands to your legs. Sitting up nice and tall, you can pull yourself forward. Those elbows can bend. You can always move your hands down your legs to your level. But we just have that left forearm crossed on top of the right. Now, it's tempting to curl in, but if we can extend that spine, that's a beautiful thing. Hold on wherever you are with that left hand. So keep the left hand where it is. Release your right hand, cross your right forearm over, and re-grip. Just making sure we balance on each side, extending through that spine. So you might be in this kind of perfect check shape. You might be folded down and in. Totally depends on what your hamstrings and low back are up for. Wherever you are, try and open in that back of your heart. So we think about opening the front, but we also think about opening the back because, our shoulders hold so much tension. Inhale and exhale, sit up. Bring the soles of your feet together, those knees drop wide. We lift through the crown of the head, stay like this, or rock that pelvis forward. Elbows could always come to your knees as you press those knees down and out. Breathing. Remembering that long, slow breath. Return to that if you can, because that helps us expand, it helps us settle, it brings more life, more prana into our bodies. Last inhale. Exhale, rise up, come onto your back. Bring your right knee in, grab that right shin, extend your left leg long, pulling that right knee up and into our shoulder before we bring that right knee across our body to a twist. The right arm reaches out and away. Opening your hearts, breathing for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg comes back in. We plant that right foot. Bring your left knee in. Right leg extends long. Pulling that left knee in toward our shoulder. And so now this is really feeling like self-love. Getting into those crevices where we hold tension, relaxing those shoulders. Pull that left knee across you, and that left arm reaches away. So a sweet practice to create strength, length, opening, balance. The more we can go after those kinds of things and cultivate them in our lives, the more whole we will be. Opening at that heart space, coming to center. Take happy baby, grabbing shins, ankles, outsides of those feet. Knees dropping, shoulders softening. And taking a moment to be thankful to yourself for coming into your body, for doing some work, because it's going to translate into good things. Breathing. Release those feet, coming into your Shavasana. Soles of the feet to the earth, knees together. The soles of the feet together as the knees drop wide, or those legs can extend long. Finding a way to rest, to let go of doing, of pushing, and instead being, celebrating that life, that spaciousness, that unique person that you are. You came to your mat. You got into your body. You used your breath You strengthened, you lengthened, you circled, you balanced. Well done. Celebrate you, because you are awesome and the world needs you. So bask in your awesomeness, and I am not joking. Bask in it. Feel the glow. Take it in and know you are enough. You are worthy. You are amazing. Namaste and live light.